Alright, I said my next tutorial will be about vehicles, and I can't say whether I lied or not, but I guess I lied. We're going to be moving on to buildings instead. Right now I'm going to flesh out how my room looks. I'm just going to cage it up real quick. I'm not going to do anything fancy. First, just to let you know, we are working in Constructor, as you can see at the top of the screen. This is a decent tool. I like it because it's pretty quick as far as building maps and such. Now, we do use a certain, alright, what's going on here? Alright, it's a little slow. We do use certain tools with our programs in order to help increase productivity. And a lot of these tools people may not be familiar with. So I'm going to get everybody familiar with the simplicity of these things. First off, I went to make a box that is right over here. And from the top view, I stretched it out as far as I felt it should go. From the side view, I haven't changed it. Now I'm changing it. Let's just leave it right here. Yes, let's move it a little bit. Now, because I want to make a quick building, I'll be moving on to my... In fact, let me not skip that. These are primitives. These are tools that you can make by stretching out on the top and right fields. They're easy to do through 2D method rather than 3D method. These are DTS shapes. Right now, here's the work. I don't know if he's like the mascot of Torque or whatever, but he's a great reference object. He's close to 6 feet, and he allows people to know how big things are. These items I don't mess with over here on the left hand side of the screen. Alright, entities, those are used for lights and such, and other things. We'll get into those later. I'll explain each one thoroughly. Right now, now we're moving on to our editing tools, the modification tools. This is move. You can move if you want to using this, or you can use the W. This is rotate. It works pretty well. I don't use a planar scale. I use size bounds quite a bit. As in 1D center, I don't touch that. I don't just rest on ground. I like to do things manually. Quantize, I don't use that either. The CSG, I love using those. I forgot what CSG meant, but just know that it's all calculated so that everything becomes easier for you to use. Now we have the subtract. This is when you take a shape and you cut something out of another shape. Let's use that real quick. Now let's move that item after we hit make. And we put it here. Modify CSG cut. Take it out. And not only did you like cut a hole into it, you basically remove, just like you took a bit of an bite out of an apple or something, or you bit whatever you like to bite, right out of the big block. Now first we're gonna undo that. I don't like messing up my block. It's supposed to be my room. Undo. Undo. Get it out of here. They're both here. By a lot of times, if you select with the left click, you may select something else. If it's too close, you can highlight and group things together so they move as one. But right now, we're gonna get those out of here again and work on this room of mine. Now, this is the hollow. What it does is it empties out everything inside within a certain amount of feet. Let's say 0.1 0.01 is good enough. That'll... Alright, let's undo that. Alright, hollow 1. Alright, this is good enough now. Alright, for the box, we ungroup. Select the very first, more like the top, and we get it out of here. Raise it up a bit. Hide selected. The hiding option is very good for getting things out the scene so you don't accidentally cut them and whatnot. So now that we've hidden that, we're gonna use our right to pan around and take a look at things. Let's hide the bottom as well. And let's use this cube to ram a hole inside this. Now we're gonna CSG cut, take the cube back out, because that's our doorway. Also, you can turn that into a portal if you want to. Now my version is a little glitched, so I can't run out and hit portal out of it because it won't work. That's just me. Or something I might have done wrong, I don't know. So now that we have this room here, we're going to show all objects, show all, then take this, which is the roof of my room. I don't know why it's acting like this. Alright, I guess that's just more of my glitch problems and whatnot we have. And you will use a 2D to scale, sorry, not scale it, but to move it up a bit. So we can get it into place, but it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be in place. The brick over here, left click it, let's throw it inside for the heck of it, because we can say it's probably my bed, I don't know. Let's mess around with the size bounds, we'll be able to move that. Now this is the top view, so we want to grab the side view. So we're gonna mouse 3 at the middle button and scale it just to move the frame. Then we're gonna move this down to like right here where the viewer can step onto it if they want. Now for the heck of it, we're gonna change the color of that to, oh sorry, when I say color I meant texture. Let's turn that to wood. Alright, that's wood, that's good to go. Now we're gonna grab these sides, get out of bounds mode, just to let you know. Left click those, that, and let's give it a texture, let's pick something random. In fact, no, let's throw some bricks on the side. Where's the bricks? Apply. Beautiful. Now we know what it looks like. We're going to save it. Now I do use another map tool, so I can't really go into what it is. I would have to ask the guy first, just in case he feels comfortable telling people what it is, how it works. But it basically makes everything easier. I'm going to now end up this, no actually I'm gonna end this tutorial. First I'm gonna find another video to attach at the end of it to show it in game to see what it looks like, and I'll be right back.